Hello, friends, and welcome back to Compelling Stories for a Dinner Party. I'm your host, Christopher James, and tonight we are visiting a time when fraud was easy and pranks could be life-changing. It's the story of a man named Berringer and his obsession with fossils that became his ultimate downfall. This is the story of Berringer's lying stones. It's a story from the 16th century that involves deception, a touch of arrogance, and the blurred lines between science and belief. It is also natural history's earliest recorded prank. Johaan Berringer was no ordinary figure. Born in 1667 to a German physician, he held multiple esteemed positions during his career, including Dean of the Faculty of Medicine at the University of Würzburg. But Berringer had a peculiar passion: the study of rocks and fossils. During Berringer's time, the origins of fossils was still unknown. Many people had put forth theories as to what fossils were: remnants from advanced civilization, carvings from prehistoric pagans, even messages from God. But Johann Berringer was determined to solve the mystery. Early in his career, Berringer had a rapid rise in success at the university, and had gained a reputation as a dedicated and exceptional scholar. Along with that success and acknowledgement came jealousy and resentment from some of his colleagues, for Berringer had also acquired a reputation for being single-minded in his focus and arrogant in his academic abilities. But soon, that confidence in his own ability would be used against him. Berringer was about to become the unwitting victim of an elaborate prank. Enter a trio of mischievous and calculating colleagues: J. Ignaz Roderick, professor of geography, algebra, and analysis at the university; George von Eckhart, the university librarian, and one of the young assistants hired by Berringer, 17-year-old Christian Zanger. The three decided to teach Berringer a lesson because they felt Berringer was arrogant and despised them all. In 1725, Berringer enlisted the help of young assistants to scour areas near Mount Eibelstadt for unusual rocks. This was a regular practice for him, and colleagues and students alike were very aware of the work Berringer was doing, so it was quite easy for them to ingratiate themselves into his work. Christian Zanger with two other assistants were hired as a dig team to search for the fossils. With Christian now on the team, the final piece of the hoax was in place, and the fraud got underway. Roderick carved limestone pieces into fictitious animals, shapes, and symbols. Then Zanger would strategically plant them where Berringer and his assistants frequently searched for fossils. The hoax worked. Berringer's excitement grew as his team discovered these fossils and was continuously amazed at the discoveries. The carvings were detailed and intricate and included lizards, spiders in their web, ancient plant life, salamanders, and birds. Some of the fossils even bore the name of God in Hebrew, Latin, or Greek, suggesting the accuracy of biblical history. He published his findings in a book in 1726, believing he had made groundbreaking discoveries. When Berringer announced the publication of his book, Eckhart and Roderick began spreading rumors about the authenticity of the fossils, claiming they were fakes. Berringer accepted that the two may have planted some of the fossils, but he believed they were jealous, and they did so in order to dissuade him from publishing and making a brilliant scientific discovery. So he chalked up the rumors to bitter grapes and published his findings. But soon after his book was published, Berringer began to find fossils with his own name carved into them. It was only then that he accepted the fact that he had fallen victim to a hoax. Outraged, Berringer took the perpetrators to court and won the case. However, the victory came at a heavy cost. his reputation was forever tarnished. Court transcripts reveal the pranksters aimed to discredit Berringer by creating and planting 2,000 fake fossils because, as they claimed, he was arrogant with an attitude towards them. Despite the verdict of the court and the punishment of Roderick and Eckhart, some continued to suggest Berringer might have orchestrated the hoax himself. Was this yet another layer of mystery to the story, or just another batch of bitter grapes to swallow? Either way, the tale of Berringer's lying stones stands today as a cautionary story about the thin line between genuine scientific inquiry and the deceptive allure of arrogance. And for those interested, the carved stones, known as Lügenstein or lying stones, have survived through time, with some of the fake fossils on display at the Oxford University Museum and Taylor's Museum in the Netherlands. We'd love to know what you think. What would you have done if you were a victim of fraud like this? Sink like a fake stone or rise above and soar? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and while you're there, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out all the other compelling stories being told on our channel, Eclectic Knowledge. Well, friends, we have come to the end of another compelling story. We hope you enjoyed the story tonight, and we hope to see you at the table again next time. Until then, my friends, may your gatherings always be eclectic and your stories compelling. Good night.